Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining my virtual vBrownBag session at VMworld 2021. From collaboration to co-innovation, how to unleash the power of strategic partnerships. That's my topic for today. Before I get started, I would like to share a little bit about myself and why I'm so passionate about this topic. My name is Martina Beitat. I'm originally from Germany. My hometown is Dortmund. And if you're interested in knowing where this is, and you are a soccer or Fußball fan, Google Borussia Dortmund, and I leave it at that. I have an engineering background, and in 1997, I came to the United States of America for some additional studies. I met my husband in New York City, and the rest is history. In 2000, we moved from the east coast of the from the east coast of the U.S. to the west coast to Silicon Valley, where I worked for a number of different networking companies, the Cisco Systems and the Juniper Networks, the like. In 2018, I joined in my current role, being responsible for planning, strategy, and operations for strategic partnerships in VMware's Office of the CTO. I'm very passionate about the topic of business partnerships since in my 20 plus years here in Silicon Valley, I observed a lot of them succeed, but a lot of them also fail. And it's the really old saying, hey, you might have a great plan, but not really good execution. You might execute on something without having really great plan. And also, do you actually have the right function, teams, people with the right passion involved? And can you channel this with some structure to a tangible outcome? So we are all familiar with failed business partnerships. To mention a couple of examples, such as Google and Motorola, which has lasted 2 years, or Microsoft and Nokia, which was also only a 2-year-long or rather short-lived partnership. So here at VMware's Office of the CTO, we believe we cracked the code to unleash the power of strategic partnerships, to hunt down, to execute, and to launch on joint business opportunities successfully. And that's a little secret I would like to share with you today. And I think it's also worth mentioning that we're seeing an increasing number of strategic partnerships that we form between VMware and partners that goes beyond like 1 or 2 partners, maybe even up to 4 or 5. This makes a comprehensive, repeatable framework more important than ever to accelerate co-innovation. So when we started a few years back within our VMware Office of the CTO, we had an idea what team or teams or functions, respective functions, we would need to put together, to bring together, to hunt down, execute, and launch on new ideas between VMware and strategic partners. But before we jumped into execution mode, we took a step back and thought about what is the output that we need to drive. Well, why do you enter a business partnership with the goal of a mutual rewarding, hopefully also financially rewarding outcome? You look at new offers, new technologies, even doing business transformations together. So we are looking at identifying, executing, and launching new offers, technology platforms, business transformations as an output of this VMware strategic partner framework. Therefore, we designed it with the following 3 VMware teams. The one team that does the hunting, which is here at the bottom left indicated, this is our VMware Office of the CTO team, which I'm part of research and development. We do the hunting and the execution of the new idea. The other team, VMware Partner Sales team, gets involved when we get closer to launch and we need to get the sales enablement and go-to-market activities in place. Now, both teams, the VMware Office of the CTO team and the VMware Partner Sales team, we work jointly together with our strategic partners and then collaborate with our VMware Business Readiness team to make sure that every checklist item is ticked off in order to make this a successful launch for this new idea between VMware and its strategic partner or partners. So let me focus here for the moment on the team that I'm part of, the VMware Office of the CTO team, because that's where it starts. That's where the hunting starts. So within our Octo team, we've identified 3 critical functions to hunt and execute on these new ideas to produce with our partner, sales, and business readiness teams. Let me share with you those 3 functions. And I compare them to a three-legged stool. Three-legged stool. Why do I use this analogy? Because if you pull one of those legs from a three-legged stool, the stool will topple over. So we need all of these 3 functions for the hunting and the execution of new ideas between VMware and its strategic partners. Let me start with business development. These are our hunters. They make sure the new idea gets hunted down, that the partnership gets formed, executive sponsorship is in place, and that also the alignment between VMware and its partners is in place with regard to priorities. If we think it's a great priority, but maybe the partner or not all partners align on that, we need to fix that. Once this has taken place, program management takes over to drive and manage the whole collaboration between VMware and strategic partner or partners, including all the needed functional stakeholders that need to be involved, starting with engineering to continue with sales, marketing, finance, you name it. And another very important aspect of the program management function is to also provide the proper documentation, executive governance and executive reporting to make sure visibility is there at any given time to be in front of escalations and to manage the whole joint initiative successfully versus running behind escalations. The third function of the Octo team to manage this VMware strategic partner framework is our solution architect team. So we have the hunters, business development, we have the executors, program management, and with the solution architects, we have a combination of hunters and executors. These are highly technical people that also have some ideas that we could develop and execute on. But we also have our own lab, and we can deliver co-innovation through and in our own lab, producing reference architectures, deployment guides, show a proof of concept of such a new idea. So let me go one level down with regard to these 3 functions in the VMware Office of the CTO and how we work with each other, how the workflow looks like. Once we hunted down an idea, we put it onto our pipeline list. We review it regularly. We have a monthly cadence. Once we think this is an idea we should pursue from our pipeline list that we built, based on market impact, business impact, ease of execution, executive sponsorship, we move on to our what we call joint workstream list, and that's when the program management function takes over and manages again the whole collaboration between VMware and its strategic partners, with the output of a new offer, a new technology platform, or even business transformation between the parties. In parallel, our solution architect team is here to support these new ideas, these new work streams with proof of concepts, as I mentioned before, reference architectures, deployment guides. Coming back one more time to our pipeline ideas that we create. If we have an idea, but we think, you know what, we're not quite sure yet, business impact-wise, market impact-wise, is it easy to execute or not? We put it on hold. We revisit in 3 months again. Or we cancel it, or we never delete. Because maybe a year from now we go back and we had a crazy idea a year ago. Maybe it's not that crazy today anymore. So this is how our 3 functions within the VMware Office of the CTO work together. This is our workflow. So let me show you this output of a new offer, a new technology, business transformation in action. For a number of years, VMware and the VMware Office of the CTO, we have applied this VMware strategic partner framework successfully with one of our biggest, most critical partners, Dell. So we have identified, further defined, committed, executed, and launched a number of solutions between VMware and Dell. We went one step further here with our Dell strategic partner by working with Dell to showcase a number of these joint solutions in the Dell Customer Solution Center. So now a Dell customer, so a customer of one of our most important strategic partners, can come to Dell and see in the Dell Joint Solution Customer Center a live demo, a proof of concept, can run proof of concept themselves about these joint solutions between VMware and Dell. Right now, we have VMware Cloud and Tanzu Modern Apps environments set up. And the most recent addition to this selection of joint solutions that are being showcased in the Dell Customer Solution Center is VMware Cloud on Dell EMC. With that, I would like to wrap up my presentation, and I would like to thank you for your time. And now you know everything you need to know about how to unleash the power of strategic partnerships. Thank you.